This is the plaintiff, Greg Bodine. He says he's a designer of high-end handbags, wallets, and boots. And if it's made of leather, he makes it. He ordered 100 pelts of leather from the defendant's website, entered his credit card number, and was then told there was a mistake on the website, and his order would not be filled. He feels the defendant wasted his time by running a bait and switch, and he wants to be compensated to the tune of $2,700, the amount it would cost him to get the leather pelts elsewhere. This is the defendant, Patricia Quinlisk. She says the plaintiff ordered 100 pelts for $0.00. Obviously, there was a mistake and a typo made on her new website, which she's sorry for. She offered to make the plaintiff a great deal on the pelts, but all the stubborn guy does is demand she send them for free. Talk about trying to take advantage. She's accused of skinning a customer.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. This is funny. The plaintiff says that he ordered 100 pelts of leather from the defendant, and the defendant canceled the deal. But the defendant is saying, are you kidding? This was a mistake. The charge was listed as $0. It's the case of you can't beat the price.
Douglas, okay. Greg Bodine?
Yes.
You are suing the Hyde and Leather House Incorporated, represented here by Patricia Quinlisk.
That's correct.
And you have what position in the company?
I'm their bookkeeper.
Okay. And you have authority to be here today to represent them?
I do.
Okay. For $2,700, a cost of 100 hides that you say they fraudulently advertise at a certain price and won't give you that price. Tell me what's going on.
I went on the website after getting an email one night and saw the price on the skins was $0.00. I figured it's
Wait, stop. The price on the skins were what?
$0.00.
They were free.
Free. But I figured it's going to be a shipping type of thing where there's going to kind of catch up for it on the shipping because I didn't notice it had free shipping at that point there.
What should those hides cost? $2,700?
That's approximately what the price was based on what I seen on the website. In fact, if you go on the website now, it even shows about that price or somewhere in that area.
Do you have the advertisement that you saw?
I've got a copy of the order that was made that showed $0.
But not the advertisement.
Not the advertisement. But this here shows the thing that went through the email.
Now, when you're, Mr. Bodine, when you're doing this, do you figure, hey, these folks made a big mistake and this is my chance to...
I figured there's going to be shipping costs is where they're going to make up.
Yeah, but once you put your credit card in, you put your credit card in at $0 for 100 hides.
Right, but you also see on there that I also put in, I want to know what the shipping was going to be.
Well, the shipping was $0. So at this point, did you think maybe this was a mistake?
I figured the price might be a mistake, but I figured they were going to make up for it in shipping.
You said that 3 times.
Right.
Now I'm telling you that the piece of paper you handed me very clearly shows shipping and handling $0.
Yes.
So now it's not they're going to make it up on the shipping. So now it's 0, 0, 0. Please let us give you 100 free hides. So at this point, did you think maybe this was a mistake?
At that point, I didn't notice that until the next morning when they called me. Sam, the sales rep that represents me.
Special instructions. Wait, you type in that night. Note, your website shows a price of $0 per square foot, so I will take 100 free red skins.
Right.
Okay.
Basically, but I figured it's going to be on the shipping. He's going to get me. So the next morning when Sam gave me a call, he said, there was a typo and stuff. I said, what's shipping on this? He said, well, the regular price.
He called you or you called him?
He called me the next morning.
And who's Sam? Is Sam here or no?
No, he's not here, Your Honor.
So go ahead. Who's the gentleman who's with you?
That's my husband.
Okay, so he's just here for moral support, or is he a witness?
Correct.
All right.
So
keep up the good work. Okay.
Sam called me the next morning. He woke me up from a dead sleep, and so I was kind of foggy in the mind. And he said, we can't give you that price. The price is going to be, this is like $1.75 or something, some amount under $2 per square foot, as I recall. I said, no, just forget it. Then he goes and sends me off an email afterwards that says, the shipping is going to be $100 per hide. At that point there, I kind of got irritated with him. I said, you know what? Send me out the hides.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've got the paperwork shows here that he said $100 per hide.
Yeah, let me see that. So who's Sam?
Sam is his sales rep at the company.
Okay. And has he done business with you guys before?
Yes, Mr. Bodine.
Oh, you've done business with them before?
Yes.
Oh, way to cut your nose off to spite your face. So you're not going to be doing business with them anymore. They're not going to. All right.
No.
Did Sam actually send out, it'll be $100 shipping per?
No, actually, Kobe sent out that email.
Who's Kobe?
Kobe is one of our other sales reps. And She's
actually,
trying to make light of the situation.
And
because,
clearly she is, because she says,
Yes.
okay, shipping will be $100 a hide on that. Just kidding. Thanks for letting us know on that one. She was not snide at all. And so, but what happens? He does get mad at this, right? Does he call you
does.
back?
Correct. He sends us an email back on that particular email, responding to it. And he was angry, saying that now he does want the hides at zero money.
Your price does show $0 per square foot and free shipping. So your disclaimer is null and void. I talked with my attorney. He said I can come see him in the morning to discuss any litigation if it is in order. So do you want to negotiate and settlement with me now, or after I talk with my attorney and litigation is pending? I will settle for a $300 credit with free shipping. That offer is good until 4 p.m. today, and then I will take this to my attorney.
Sure. I was figuring compensation. I mean, if I save them the
For
trouble.
what? For a mistake? I mean, isn't it obviously a mistake?
Sure, it can be
It is a
considered a
mistake.
mistake.
Of course it's a mistake.
I figured the shipping part of it, they probably make up for it. I didn't know if the shipping is free.
Yeah, but you say that because you want to sound like a reasonable guy when you're standing here. You don't want to sound like a
No, I
jerk.
honestly felt
so
that.
so that's what you say. But then every time they say, okay, shipping's $100, fine, shipping's $100. Instead, your response to that isn't, oh, okay, well then shipping's too much. I don't want this deal. Your response is, well, I'm going to sue you because I want free shipping too, and you have until 4 o'clock today to give me a $300 credit. That doesn't sound like the guy who's standing in front of me trying to pretend that he's all reasonable. And I apologize for my comment. This is from
Kobe.
I just spoke with Sam. He had told me that you were not serious about the order and just wanted to bring it to our attention. I appreciate you doing so. So again, I apologize. We do put the below disclaimer to avoid any issues like this. What is the disclaimer? It's on the website?
Yes,
got a
it is
copy
when
of
you
that.
place the order, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you ever had this happen before?
Never.
What was the problem?
We had a new computer system put in, and it connected to our website. And so the information that we put into our computer system goes automatically into the website once
You
we
did not
enter
realize?
it. Well, we have thousands of leather, so each hide has to be put in one at a time.
Oh, so it was just an error.
It was just an error.
It's not that you
yes.
didn't. Okay, so it was an error on someone's part. Did that happen with other hides or just with this?
It happened with just a few.
This is an estimated total. An actual total will be determined after applicable tax and shipping charges are included. Thank you for being a valued customer.
So it's listed as $0. It's a $2,700 product. Can the plaintiff enforce the deal for no money?
No, he has to pay something. He knows it. It's pretty obvious that it was a mistake.
If it's obvious, should it be that the plaintiff can't enforce that zero deal?
I just think that if Vegas, has the casinos and stuff, if one of the machines breaks down, they can't, not pay out.
Are you sure you know where you're going on this? Okay. You know what? Let's go to you. What do you think?
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, nice try, but I don't think so. Come on.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
You call this false advertising, but let me tell you what false advertising is. False advertising is something somebody does on purpose to try to get you in there, and then they change stuff around on you. For example, they say to you, the first 10 hides you order will be free, 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 free. And then when you order them and you order the first 10 hides and they say, oh, that was a mistake. We didn't really mean to do that. That's not this. This is clearly an error. You knew it was an error. I knew it was an error as soon as I saw it. They knew it was an error as soon as it was brought to their attention. It's an error. So the question is then, do you have a right to take advantage of the error? Do you have a right to say, hey, it's your error, it's not my error, so this is a contract. You offered it at a certain price, $0. And I'm accepting it at a certain price, $0. The first problem with your theory is that even in your mind, according to you, you figured they'd get you on the shipping and handling. So really, they could charge $100 per hide, shipping and handling. That thing that so incensed you could be it. Well, that's it. Deal over. You have no right to sue. That's the deal. You want it or don't you? I take it you don't. So we're done. That's the first problem with what you said. But the second problem is that this is not an enforceable contract. Because if you know that it is an error, and I know that it is an error, and it's obvious that it is an error, not false advertisement, but an error, not fraud, but an error, okay? Then it's not enforceable. It's just one of those things that you knew and I knew was too good to be true. Not, oh, they're the nefarious business people who are trying to get me and lure me. No, it's just somebody input the wrong digit in the computer. You don't get to take advantage of that. You don't get to do that. My verdict in this case is for the defendants. Thank you.
All right, well, let's see what the plaintiff has to say about this. You knew it was a mistake.
I felt it was a mistake after, I saw it. But the thing is, like I mentioned to the judge, I figured they was going to catch up for it on the shipping and handling. I didn't,
Yeah, but I mean, so come on. Anybody makes a mistake, you're going to jump them for it, isn't it? Can't you just forgive them?
Well, I would have. I mean, if I was telling that guy that morning, Sam, that morning, I said, fine. But then when they go and send me out an email of, it's going to be $100 per skin, I mean, they should just dropped it.
All right.
I felt that
those boots that you have on there.
North American Alligator. That was one of my designs.
Wow. Okay, pretty cool. All right, just take the snapper down that way. Wow. He means business with those. I mean, come on in here. Pretty silly, dumb mistake on your part.
It was a mistake, but we are a great business and we are an honest business. So, yeah, it's a great verdict.
That person who made the mistake still working for you?
Oh, of course. She's a great salesperson.
You're going to be a little more careful from now on before you put stuff out on the web?
Well, we're pretty careful. Just a little mistake. But yeah, we are careful.
Harvey?
Yep.
If it's not an obvious mistake, then it becomes a horse race as to whether the deal is going to be enforced. Here, clearly, there was a deal that made no sense at all. It can't be enforced. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.